Welcome, 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 my beautiful Cancer. Thank you for the opportunity for letting me read for you today. I am first going to choose a Isis Oracle deck. I'm going to choose a card that is going to tie the reading together at the end. I don't check the card. I let it fly out. Once it's out, that's the theme and the of the general reading. So I want to encourage you to, um, if this resonates with you, to please like and subscribe to the channel and be sure to ring the bell so that you know exactly when my next video comes out, and I will be reading for you at least once a week. So your card has come out. We're going to go ahead and put it here with the book. Once I'm done reading with the reading, I'll go ahead and read from the book what the card indicates. Okay. And what I have found is that it's like a summary of the reading. So if please also check your moon and your rising um, for any kind of clarity that you may have. These readings are timeless. So anytime that you see this reading is going to be the right time for you. Okay. All right. I look forward to reading for you. I'm going to be reading to you from my fairy deck. It's a beautiful deck that I purchased on a trip that I had in August of last year. It is a beautiful fairy deck here. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle. I'm going to do a Celtic cross. The Celtic cross is going to give me past, present, future, possible outcomes. And it's also the way that I read is intuitively. So I see things, I feel things, I hear things, and those are the additional messages that come through for you. So let's go ahead and see. These are you, Cancer, you want to talk. All right. I just had a pack of cards. All I need is one to fall out to lay the deck, to lay the spread for you to get your messages. Here we go. Okay. Your first card has arrived. See what's crossing you. Let's see. Okay, we still have the Two of Swords. There's some choices that you're going to be making here soon. Um, Cancer, my beautiful Cancer friends. Let's see, at the heart of the matter, you have the Ace of Wands. That is a new passionate beginning. This is such a cool looking card. I love these cards. This deck is like amazing. But here we are. This card, the Ace of Wands, is a passionate new beginning that is happening for you. And this is a squirrel. As you can see, it's on that tree, that wand, right? And it's climbing up and it's looking the other way. It's not looking straight up. It's looking to the left. Okay. This is definitely fire energy. This is a new passionate beginning that is happening for you. What's challenging is the Chariot. You're going way too fast, right? Look at how beautiful that is. That's the Chariot. And the Chariot is moving. The Chariot is really moving. It's moving very quickly. And it is asking you, right, with this new passionate beginning, right? Because that's what you want. You want the new passionate beginning, but you're moving way too fast. The Chariot is also a major arcana, and this is major energies that are working in your way. So you might not be seeing this spark that is coming out for you, and that's because you're moving too fast. But there is an opportunity here, whether it is in business or whether it is in love, there is an opportunity here for. So in a challenge position with the Chariot card there is, I really do feel like it's time for you to slow it down and really start coming into awareness of being in the present moment. Yay, right? So the way the mind works is that you're either thinking about the past or you're thinking about the future. But the moment that you recognize that you're thinking about the past, you're thinking about the future, and you bring it right here, right now, that's where it brings you. It brings you right here, right now. And so it's about taking more time to be present, right? And even doing some exercises, right? You can find them anywhere on YouTube on how to ground yourself by engaging your five senses. So the Nine of Cups, and that's really what you need is to ground yourself a little bit, because I do feel like there's something that you are up to or you're coming up to, and you're being asked to slow down a little bit, so that you can actually have the experience. All right. So Cancer, at the basis of the situation, you have the Nine of Cups, which is emotional contentment. This is emotional fulfillment. This is almost there, right? This is a card that really indicates that you are really pouring into your own cup. You're taking care of yourself. You have learned, right? Because this is water, 9, right? This is learning how to have taken care of yourself so that you can be present. And if you're not feeling that now, that's what's coming. In the past, you had the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is harmony, right? It is, working. It's also the Eight of Pentacles is people call it the apprentice card, or I hear that word. It's not an apprentice card. It's an Eight of Pentacles. It is a card of mastery or coming into mastery. I don't know what I don't read the tarot books from ancient times. I'm telling you how it resonates for me right now. And the way that this resonates for me right now is that you have taken some time to master some things in your life. And that's, the Eight of Pentacles is the sense of security, right? The sense of stability. And then we have in the position of your crowning your situation is you have some choices to make. Some really big choices to make. And it feels to me, by looking at this card, that you don't want to make them. Change is afoot everywhere. So these are the days of taking leaps of faith, and really kind of allowing yourself and recognizing that now more than ever, we get to create our reality. And with the Seven of Wands here right now, which is, again, this is fire energy. The Seven of Wands is about creating boundaries. So if you have been very flexible with your time, with your money, with who you are, I'm really feeling that this is a time to set some boundaries, and this is what's coming to you in the near future. So again, right, I feel with the Chariot, major arcana, it's not an energy that you can control. These are universal energies. The only thing that we can control is the way we perceive the situation, okay? But the way that I'm feeling here with it and being in a challenge position, it's asking you to slow down, right? Because you have a spark. You have this spark of enthusiasm, of a new beginning, of something going on. And you have some choices to make. Apparently, there's some choices that you've been having to make. And it does feel to me like you have chosen, right? Because, this is the Two of Wands, but there's a wand behind her and there's a wand in front of her, right? Here's the wand behind her and here's the wand in front of her, right? It seems to me like this wand has grown to fruition and this wand still needs some time to develop, right? So this could be a learning situation, right? For you. So I remember when I was going through my transformation, one of the things that I used to say to myself is, I don't know why this is happening to me, but I know that it's happening to me for a reason, because because the way that things have always been can no longer be. So I know that I'm moving into something better. I'm moving into more calm. And when I made that declaration over and over again, because it was a mantra that I had to, consistently tell myself while I was in that transitionary period, I did have to create some boundaries. Actually, I was in seclusion for a whole 7, 8 months. I was in seclusion. And when I say seclusion, I didn't go anywhere. I didn't do anything. I was home because I was really focused on getting in tuning, right? Attuning myself to what was coming through me. And what was coming through me was the gift, right, that I have today, which all of us have, right? All of us have the ability, but I took the cards home one day. I bought the cards out of the blue, never bought a deck of cards in my entire life. And I took them home and I began to read my life story. And then it started to unfold. I started to get information, receive information. And as I researched the information, what I was reading was true. It was major clarity in my life. And so I knew that I was in a position then that if I could learn something from this situation, that I would be able to share it with the world. And that's why I do what I do. So I am a brain-based life coach. And so what I help you do is really kind of begin to look at things from a different perspective. And that's what this is going to take, what's happening here right now. You have a spark of something coming through you. There is a current coming through you. It is some sort of a gift, right? Because the aces are gifts, and maybe you've dabbled in it back and forth. You've gone on and off with this gift and that you have, because that's what I'm feeling here. And it's you are successful, you are grounded, you are content is what I'm feeling here at the basis of the situation. But now this is a time to create those boundaries so that your truth could get solidified, right? And that's what we got here. In the position of what you cannot see is the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles is a very solid foundation. You do need to create boundaries in order to move forward with this very solid foundation that you've created for yourself. And that's what's coming towards you. Actually, pardon me, that's what's in your environment right now, is building stability. And it doesn't seem like much, right, with these Three of Pentacles, because you've gone from an 8, from having, success, right, to a 3. So if you had any losses in your life, understand that they're coming back to you as you stay connected with your gift, with your calling, with your truth. In the position of what you cannot see that's coming towards you is the Two of Pentacles, which means that you're going to have a lot of thoughts about things. And you're clearing the way, right? She's using that old-fashioned tool to clear the wheat. I don't even know what it's called. If somebody knows what it's called, please put it in the comment box, because when this card comes up for me, I do see that there is a clearing, right? A harvest that's what she's doing. She's clearing out the wheat to harvest it. And that is in the position of what you cannot see that's coming towards you. And this is earth energy as well with with this Two of Pentacles here. You have the Three of Pentacles and Two of Pentacles. You are creating a very solid foundation for yourself, Cancer. You have in the position of what you cannot see, that's in the position of your hopes and your fears, you have the Judgment card, right? So this is about, the Judgment card is about endings and brand new beginnings. But the Judgment card for me also represents the ability to not judge yourself, to treat yourself with kindness. That beautiful, loving, kind energy that you possess with others, that patience, this is to be extended to yourself too. And this is in your hopes and your fears. Your hope is that this transition, right, because this is what's happening to you, you are transitioning into your transformation, that this transition is for your highest good, but it is going to take you breaking out of your comfort zone. Because that's the push here. That's what this new beginning is all about. And, the slowing down of it is, with the chariot here is to really kind of get very focused on what you want your life to look like. Get into that focused energy of visualizing it. And then when you visualize it, start to conjure up the feeling of having it. Because you have the Hierophant here, you are leveling up. You do have a blessing coming your way. The Hierophant is also, that's the outcome. That's the card of Taurus. And that is also a card that signifies that you're into some higher learning, higher level of experiences. And not just that, but I also feel that this is a wish fulfillment, right? Like you have created something, right? With your wand, with your thoughts, with your energy, right? You have gotten to the point of visualizing it and feeling it here in your belly. And you've been able to work with it and exercise it, right? Play with it. But it's not a fully mature creation. And so what the job is right now is to continue to work with it so that it can be fully born. So I'm going to go ahead and read to you the Oracle card. I'm going to go ahead and look it up in the book, and then I'll be right back. So you shouldn't see much of a difference because I'm just going to pause the video. All right. The card that flipped out for you should have showed it to you before, but it's the Brother in Darkness, overcoming negative energy with feminine power. Okay, and this is for both masculine and feminine, male and female. There is, we all have masculine and feminine energy within us. So whenever negative energy is present, it is a sign that we are ready to move more deeply into our feminine divine power. The Brother in Darkness indicates that there is a negative energy either within you or outside of you, but directed towards you that is providing you with a spiritual test, beloved initiate. You shall overcome this energy with grace and triumph. Stay in your heart. There is no need to be afraid. There is a test that you are currently moving through because you are ready to progress more deeply into your wisdom, light, acceptance, and inner peace. The test is the guise of a negative energy source, either within you or apparently outside of you. In truth, we are all one, and the world is our mirror. For whatever healing task lies within, even through sometimes the source of difficulty appears to be external rather than an opportunity for us to gain mastery with our own response through inner healing. Guidance comes to you in this oracle now to guidance comes to this oracle now to become more conscious of the negative energies either within or directed towards you without being fearful. There is no need for fear. There is just need for more conscious love response. In the story of Isis, the destructive emotion of her dark brother, Set, led to the murder of her beloved Orsis. He did not stop there. He also attempted to destroy her beloved divine son child and deny him his rightful rulership. Set teaches us that the destructive emotions can gain awful power if we leave them unchecked and do not consciously respond to them. Isis teaches us that love, faith, persistence, courage, intelligence, and honest awareness can overcome even the darkest power. Your guidance in this rise above fear, anger, jealousy, and hatred within you, or directed towards you now. Oh my goodness. This will require your feminine strength to be fiercely or fearlessly compassionate and not to judge or resist out of fear. Compassion is great strength. It sees the truth in all situation and does not ponder to lie or deception in order to paint everything as nice. Compassion is wisdom. It knows that a wolf can cause harm even if it's dressed in as a sheep. You are guided to be attentive and honest about negative influences within or directed towards you without judging them or their source or paying undue attention with fear. You simply need recognition and then to respond with compassion and clear, loving, firm boundaries. Isn't that interesting with the boundary card coming through? This boundary will very often be an internal shift energetically for you. It may not require any further action than this. Listen to your heart and trust in your guidance. You are guided, however, to respond now and check the growth of any negativity before it becomes more consuming than it needs to. This obstacle comes as spiritual revelation. Part of your spiritual path is to honor the darkness as a way through the greater consciousness. Do not fight against darker or potential destructive emotions with force, but to allow them to be with compassion instantly removes the resistance that creates psychic glue and causes darker energies to get stuck with us. Trust your feminine values, whether man or woman, and don't believe for one moment that you can be obliged to wear another's negative for them. You are not. You may stand true in your purity of heart and be safe. If you do have negative energies rising within you, the same stands true. Have compassion and witness it, but don't believe that you have to identify with it. It is not you. It is an energy and a feeling. Let it flow and it shall go. The ritual healing below will assist with releasing negative energies through feminine power. So there is a ritual here to be able to kind of release these negative energies. And, that's interesting because, these Two of Wands, right? There's something, and this is kind of, again, right, what I'm feeling here is that there is something that you're trying to grow. There is something that you're trying to expand, right? You're needing your world to expand, and you will. You do have a blessing coming towards you. Um, but it's not to like push it away. It is to simply be with the energy, right? And create a boundary between you and those who may impart, right, their negative energies. What I mean by negative energies is there are people in our midst who are like energy vampires. Oops. They want to take in our energy, our peace, our joy, and dump on us some of the energies that, and we receive it because we're empaths. So you need to kind of create a boundary around people who kind of, or not kind of, who are trying to really exert power in your world, right? Or trying to bring you more of what you don't need or want on your plate. So I want to really truly encourage you to take the time that you need because you are going through a transformation here. There is some sort of a transformation here to get you to the next level, but you do have to pay attention to what it is that you're feeling so that you can transmute that energy. And I hope this oracle helped. I really do feel that it is time, right? That you release these energies, and the hopes and the fears is, right? The Judgment card, that you can release any judgment, that you can, release and let go of any feelings of negativity that you may be holding for yourself, or you may feel others are dumping on you. So I want to encourage you to stay very connected with yourself because you are content. At the basis of the situation, you're showing contentment, you're showing growth here. And when we're transitioning, there's always a bit of turmoil because we don't know what lies ahead. If we don't create what we want to lie ahead, if we don't, and without expectation again, right? Without expecting things to come out a certain way, when we are, and that's what we mean by the non-judgment is don't expect things to come through for you the way that they always have in a very structured way. Allow yourself to have these feelings come up in you, but at the same time, not judge them so that they can go, right? So that you can, and whenever you let something go, you want to put something positive in its place, or else those negative thoughts and those negative feelings will come back. So you want to, again, create a boundary. So I look forward to seeing you. If this resonated with you, please like the video. Also subscribe to the channel. I'll be reading for you every week. This is a timeless video where, and whenever you see it is when it is meant for you. So I'll see you all on the other side.